But the good ones go, the good ones go, if you wait too long. This video is for all of you 25-year-olds. Uncle Benzo coming at you from 37. Once again, I'll be the time traveler telling you how your life is gonna go if you don't smarten up. Coming from the horse's mouth. So I basically have always prided myself on making informed, rational, and logical decisions. I'm the type of dude, when I go into a restaurant, I'm scanning the menu. There's no thing that will fuck up my dinner quicker than making a not ideal selection of my meal. Like I'll compare it to someone else's meal and I'll be like, fuck, I knew it, right? So I say that to say, as it pertains to partner choice, and Kanye said it best before he lost his mind, I'm so good at finding something wrong, which is ironic given the way I look, but that's a whole different video. I've always been absolutely successful at finding something wrong with the people I dated, right? I always talked myself into why they would not be ideal partners for me. Now, granted, I wasn't always the one who broke up with them. Like, I also got dumped, just to be clear on that. I don't want to make it seem like I'm sitting on my high and mighty throne, just kicking women out the house. But my point is, I always found something wrong, and I always thought that is not the person that that's gonna be ideal for me to have kids with and to spend the rest of my life with, right? But here's the deal. I'm 37 now. And this is the predicament I am finding myself in. All the women in my age bracket do things. Either A, they have kids from a previous relationship, or B, they are emotionally damaged goods, scarred and crazy. I've yet to find C. So then you can say, all right, well, just take it down a notch in terms of age bracket. So I did that. So I dated 28-year-olds, 29-year-olds, 30-year-olds. And guess what? Either we did not have much to talk about, or if we did indeed engage in philosophical conversation, I quickly found that, yeah, plot motherfucking twist. Young people are young. They are overly idealistic and naive. And it was hard for me to often respect certain opinions and views because I'm like, yeah, you're kind of a kid. Like, and I remember thinking that, like, yeah, 10 years ago. So there you go. That is tricky. And it is a fact that women are more quickly to be mature than men. That is true. But still, it doesn't close the gap. It can't close a 9 or 8 year age gap in my findings. So that's why right now I'm currently focusing, honestly, I don't approach it like that. I don't look for like a specific age necessarily. I'm a big believer in the concept of people being individuals and not being the common denominator of their bracket or gender or race or whatever the case may be, right? So I'm still banking on that. But that being said, I do want to give you guys a warning that it is the reality when you decide to hold out, wait out, always waiting for something better to come. You gotta be comfortable with the potential reality that something better might not come. Okay? And this is not a video of me expressing regret. I'm happy with where I'm at in life. I'm happy that I did not decide to settle with any of my past partners, because I'm also in that age bracket where I can now see my peers that got married or made kids 5-6 years ago. I'm 37. We're having the first round of divorces. And it's no coincidence I'm making this video after having spent a month in my hometown. As you guys know, I live in Mexico City, but I came back for the summer to my village in Belgium to have surgery. And so I've been reconnecting with a lot of people. I've been catching up with a lot of people, a lot of acquaintances. Not all necessarily friends and close people to me, but just in general, like, oh yeah, I know that guy. I used to, go to high school with him. And I was like, oh, he's on his third wife. And he has 4 kids with 2 different women, and now he's also single again. Like, damn. Okay. So how do you navigate that? How do you know when to jump? The fact of the matter is, I don't have the answers for you. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know how to solve it, because clearly I'm single at this very moment. I am happy, I can't stress that enough. Though I'm still on the quest for love, in general, I've gotten very good at being content by myself and spending time with myself and other people, okay? But it doesn't mean that I'm not longing to have a family in the long term. And so it's a topic of mine that is constantly in my head. I'm always analyzing. And the pros of settling early and jumping in head first, pun intended, all of the people and all of my peers who I talk to who are now divorced and have kids, none of them regret the kids. None of them regret doing what they did, because they all say, but if I didn't do that, then I wouldn't have little XYZ. XYZ being the children's names, right? So, I don't know. If you were to ask me my worst nightmare 10 years ago, that one would have been easy. It would be having a baby with a woman I didn't love or I wasn't going to end up staying with. That to me has always been imprinted on me as the ultimate failure, to be super blunt. I'm coming around on that. I'm starting to see that in modern day society, maybe it's just no longer realistic to, spend your whole life with one person. Those who can, all the better. But there's a bunch who cannot. And then so what? You're just supposed to not have kids? I don't think so. I think, and I'm not manifesting this. I still don't actively want this, but I do want to say it would not be the end of the world if I were to have a baby in the next couple of years, and then I would end up not staying together with the mother of my child. And if you guys know how much of an emo, romantic little bitch I am, that is a crazy admission for me to make. And it's not coming from my heart. It's coming from the mind, the brain, rationality, and plenty of conversations in the past month with men that are living that reality. And I believe them. I have a pretty strong sample size. So, I don't know. Once again, I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just giving you my findings. You can do it one way, jump in early, pump out the kids, be a young dad, still be young, like really young, when they're like teenagers. Or you can go my way, go all in on yourself. I think the most important aspect of this process is introspection and really figuring out who you are. I'm of the belief that all selfish, egocentric motives should be out the window as soon as you decide to birth a child. Meaning that all your personal goals and stuff, nah, it's about the kid now. I think that's what it takes to be a good father. It's about the kid now. It's no longer about you. And I know I'm not ready to not make it about me. I'm a YouTuber, for Christ's sake. Like, how can I... You have to be a little bit of a egocentric narcissist to think it is necessary to dedicate a channel to yourself and record yourself over 1,000 times. Like, let's be real here. YouTuber and humility does not go into the same bracket. So I successfully identified that. So I've been going all into myself. Of course, I also had a couple of life-threatening cancers and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna pull that card. It's too easy to put it on that and to just act like that's the main reason why I am the way I am today. It's not. It's because I still wanted to see big parts of the world. I still want to have flexibility. I want to be able to quickly shift gears, not be tied down to a geographical location. So that's why I chose the life without kids up until this point. And I counter the fact that I'm going to be an older dad by also investing everything I can into my health, longevity, fitness, yoga, supplementation, nootropics, cardio, diet. So when I'm 60, I'm still going to be in immaculate shape. Going to give myself the best chance possible to do so. So that's my plan. That's my theory. I would also like to think that the older I get, the wiser I become, the more I know myself. Hopefully, big working point, the less superficial I become. So I'm able to really pick a good woman, not just a hot woman, not just a beautiful woman, like has to be a good mother to my child, because we're all going to wrinkle. We're all going to shrivel up like a raisin. I mean, I already have. Not like a raisin, more like a bulging, I don't know, man. I just saw the new Jurassic Park movie, and you guys saw the D-Rex? There's like a T-Rex and there's a D-Rex. The D-Rex is like a freak of dinosaurs. Man, I could relate to the D-Rex. I was like, that's me! If I was a dinosaur, I'm the D-Rex. I'm like the genetically manipulated, like, ah. Alright, time to cut this video short. It's time to go. I think I made my point. Now, I've given you this information. Do with it as you will. I can take you to the water. I can make you drink. I can take you to the water. Can make you drink. Shout out French Montana. Peace.